Hey, what's going on everyone? So today we're going to be putting the Lectric XP 500 watt rear hub motor e-bike up against the Rambo Cruiser 500 watt mid-drive motor, and we're going to be doing a hill test with them, going up a hill side by side and individually with them. One hill throttle only, and we're going to see which one of these has more power, is quicker up hills, and just better all over for climbing hills. Now a lot of people say that mid-drives are better for hills, so let's get into it, see what they can do, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think between the two and between the testing I've done, and just leave a comment in general because it really helps my channel out, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thanks for watching. Here we go. We're gonna start. I'm in gear 1, he's in gear 3. We're gonna see which one of these makes it up this hill quicker. We're both in PAS 5. All right, ready?
Ready.
Go. I'm in gear 3 now. I'm in gear 1. So pretty impressive that the Lectric beat me.
Hey, now I was pedaling that.
Man, I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed that the Lectric actually beat me. I really thought the Rambo was gonna win. Last time when I rode the Lectric up there on the scooter test, I was really pedaling hard. He was pedaling hard. I wasn't, even though I'm out of breath, I wasn't really pedaling that hard on this. I still think this will do better than the Lectric up hills, especially steep hills. And I'm gonna show you, the reason I say that is when me and my wife were out on the bike trail a few weeks ago, I took both of these up the same hills and did a test with each one, and I'm going to show you those clips here now. And this one definitely climbed up the hills a lot easier on the steep hills. You could tell that it wasn't dying down nowhere near as much as the Lectric. All right, so now we're going to try to go up this hill here and see how good it does up coming up that. And I'm gonna go ahead up into PAS 5. And it's a pretty steep hill. We're gonna stay in gear 1 here and see how good it walks up it. No effort at all. It was dying down there a little bit at the top, but really no effort at all. Let's go up this one over here and see how it comes up this one. I'm barely pedaling. In fact, let's just do well, that's throttle only. So barely pedaling, barely. What about up through this grassy area here? I think maybe it's a little steeper. Let's try this out. That looks pretty steep. Oh yeah, this is a good test here. I'm putting some effort in the pedals now, but walked up it right up it no problem. Nice and easy. Pretty impressive. So now let's try it on the Lectric. All right, so we're gonna try it on the Lectric and see how it does, how the Lectric does on this. Same thing, I'm gonna be in PAS 5, gear 1. And we'll see how good this walks up it. A little more effort. It's a little bit more effort, and you could definitely hear the motor dying down a lot more than on the mid-drive. So now we're gonna try to come up this part here where I did with the other one where it was steep, and see if it'll come up that. And I will put a gauge on it here to see how steep this is here in a minute. PAS 5, gear 1, and I'm putting a lot of effort. That motor's really dying. Whew. Yeah, that was tough. That was pretty tough. So yeah, definitely a huge difference. Huge difference there. And we're gonna try this one. Not too bad. I'm putting a pretty good amount of effort in though. So yeah, definitely a lot easier on the mid-drive. And I feel like the motor's not working anywhere near as hard on the mid-drive versus this. I'd be afraid of burning something out on this. I definitely recommend a mid-drive if you have a lot of inclines that you're constantly climbing up, because that's definitely going to give you a better job. That 500 watt mid-drive motor versus this 500 watt hub motor is a really good comparison because they're both 500 watts. So definitely I feel like the mid-drive definitely got one up on this one. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, how you thought the $900 XP held up. I thought it paired up pretty good. It actually impressed me coming up that hill. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to make it at first, but it made it. And this Trek powered bike right here is powered by a 7-year-old. Let's see how far he can make it. Push, push, push. Oh, so close. Right, so now we're going to try this hill. I might be crazy, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to make it too far up. It's pretty steep. I mean, maybe it's meant for this kind of stuff. These are meant for like hunting and outdoors and stuff like that. That's what the company advertises for stuff like that. So I don't know, we're going to try it out and see. I know there's a lot of rocks in this hillside, so let's go ahead and test it out and just see how far we can make it. This is pretty muddy. And that's about it. About to there. Not bad though. I mean, it had some pretty good power. I mean, this is really steep, really steep. Now I'm all muddy. That mid-drive was close to that rock. I'm glad it didn't hit. But I just wanted to, I don't know, test it out and see what it had. Pretty good power. Come right up that, no problem. That is pretty steep. So I didn't expect it to go up that. But we're nice and muddy now. I think maybe now I might do a throttle only test up this hill and see how that goes. I'm gonna go and get S5, gear 1, throttle only. $12 miles per hour, 11, 10, 9, 8, and it's walking up it, 7, 6, no, it's still 7, 7.5. About 7.5 miles per hour is the lowest it went. Walked right up it, no problem though. Motor doesn't sound bad at all. PAS 5, throttle only, 16, 17. See, and right here, it's really starting to whine. Now, see, I don't want to push it too much more. It was really, I mean, even now it's not too bad, but I don't like pushing 20 amps that long of a period. So yeah, I would definitely say between the two 500 watt motors, they're really comparable, you know, wattage wise from the way they feel. Like I said, that one does seem like it'll walk up steeper hills easier, but as far as max speed goes and speed overall and stuff like that, I mean, even coming up these semi-steep hills, not super steep. All right, so my battery died back there, but what I was saying was the motors are pretty comparable, but as you could see, the Lectric held its own against the Rambo. Now, just from feel-wise, it's kind of hard to show and explain in the video, but I do feel like the Rambo will go up steeper hills easier. Like, it's not as much of a strain on the motor, but you guys could see it, the Lectric held up pretty good. Now, Chris did say that he was really pedaling, almost gave it his all during that test, and I was barely pedaling on the Rambo. I wasn't putting a whole lot of effort into it. I mean, I wasn't pushing hard, even though I was out of breath, but he said he was really cranking pretty much as hard as he could. So maybe that's one reason that it kept up, but we're gonna go on we're just gonna go out, go ride and have some fun now. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell to stick around for some more videos, and make sure you leave a comment below. It really helps my channel out, and I'll see you guys around on the next one. Thanks for watching.